Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Good morning, my dear soul sisters and brothers. Nice to see everyone again. It will always be gonna be awesome starting the morning with you. And I'm always humbled and honored. And thank you for making time to learn yoga and meditation philosophy. Again, this is a project of Vraj Bhakti Academy, and we are live here sa Brajika Village, Laguna. And looking forward to invite everyone pag medyo okay na yung sitwasyon natin. So, kamusta kayo? If you could hear and see me clearly, isang like naman dyan. Let me see. Yan. Thank you. Nakita ko sila. Batiin natin lahat. Nakita ko sila Noemi, Tonette, Lou, Carla, Grazel. Hi kay Elet, Carmi, Christina, Dal, Donna, Emma, Erin, Gail, Grazel, si iPhone. Change your name please. Para kilala kita. JM, Josh, JP, si JP, si Christine, McCoy, Marife, Marisa, Milka, Nicole, Noemi, si Noemi nga, Pamela, Pebs, Sergey, Sha, Mataji, Toynet, si Veronica, Sophia, hello. Yan, and dun sa mga hindi ko nabate, good morning, Hare Krishna. So, not gonna make this introduction long. Join me as we recite the mantras that paying respect sa ating mga spiritual teachers for us to be in the right mood. Sobrang importante yon to set the mood in studying and doing our yoga. Actually, this day, yung importante to know bakit ka natin yung set yung mood na yun. So join me as we recite. You can try to recite in your own then. Again, we invite everyone to turn on their camera. Pero I would understand if the bandwidth or the internet is slow kasi palagi naman. Everyone is muted. The name, you could change your name so I would know. Aside from name, you can put your location. Yan. Dagdag kaalaman yan. Minsan kasi may magkapangalan. And of course, if you're not hearing me, syempre hindi nyo maririnig to. Yan, si Sophia. Wala siyang mic button. Could someone message her to turn on the call over internet. Yan. They have sometimes kailangan pa ipindutin yun. Depende sa settings. So let's be in the right mood. Deep inhale. Find your right position. Because we will dive deeper sa yoga philosophy. Om Agyanatimirandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaye Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Evacha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Yan. Thank you very much. And ang nakaraan. Yan. Could someone message Sophia para magkaroon siya ng sound kasi wala pa siyang mic icon. She has to press yung lower left button, call over internet or call over Wi-Fi. Introduction daw, discuss natin nung isang araw. Letter I natin is in line with this cyclical session. We should study this. Kailangan we know yung guru ng nabasa natin. May pinanggalingan. Hindi siya speculation lang. Inimbento lang ng isang author. Na isang nag-meditate or isang nag-trip sa drugs o nagpunta sa India. Tapos tingin ko ganito. Tapos you will dedicate your life based on their opinion or their naimbentong idea. The mind is so limited. The senses also are so limited. So we don't want to waste time. I-dedicate natin yung buhay natin, yung life natin doon. So we want to have yung genuine na practice, na belief, the absolute niya, kaya absolute truth. So we should know yung traces ng gurus and students. Paano napapass down yun ngayon. And the mood should be non-envious. It's not a competition. Not a competition sa ibang mga classmates natin. Walang corona rito pag ikaw yung best. Otherwise, it will be not in the right mood. Baliktad yung makukuha natin. We will be proud. Pero, this is the big difference ng practicing ng Bhakti Yoga, ng yoga philosophy. Hindi tayo nagpapaangatan. The mood is humility. Pababaan nga actually. That's why the mood is servant. Ayan yung ating real position. Tumalon ako. Ayan yung real position, being a servant. That's the right mood. Magkaiba yan yung servant saka yung slave. So, mamaya pag-usapan natin magkaiba. In letter 13 natin is transcendentalists. We discuss about different kinds of meditators. Those who meditate on the material things, sila yung mga materialist. Transcendentalists, those who meditate on the impersonal, yung walang light lang yun or walang meditation, their thought is nothingness. They would think sometimes everything is one, everyone will merge, or I am also God. Because of the false ego or the ego, thinking themselves higher than everyone else. And we talk about yung mga meditators, yogis, na they're having mystic powers. So, hindi natin din goal yun. Kasi it is still material. They could manipulate other material things or other na tao. It doesn't translate to spirituality. It's just powers. Just like magaling ka mag-drums, inaral mo yun, natututo ka mag-guitar or nakuha mo yung skill set na yon, that is based on energy or some powers. Hindi pa rin siya automatic. Lumulutang ka ng spiritual ka ng tao. No. Spirituality is the personalism. Reconnecting sa sarili natin, who we really are. Reconnecting to others. Not just the humans, but also the natures, the animals, other living entities. And also, reconnecting. Bakit reconnecting? Kasi nandun na yun. Andun na yun eh. We just have to wake it up. Dormant siya. Yung connection natin to the Supreme. That is the meaning of yoga. To relink. Actually, that's the real meaning of legion. Legion is united. Then religion is reuniting. But of course now, iba na yung meaning ng religion talaga. So letter O is the ocean of mercy because we are here in this material world na andun yung dualities, andun yung happiness and distress. One cannot say na 100% masaya lang siya. It will be foolish. Or toxic positivity, yung mga usong ngayon. No, lahat ma-experience mo, mainitan ka, malalamigan ka. Huwag ka kumain, magugutom ka. So, discomfort is there. May tinatawag silang 3 kinds of miseries. You could be having miseries galing sa nature, just like the volcan, the typhoons, diba? El Nino. Coming from nature, you could suffer something. Coming from other living entities, other people, other living entities, even lamok, pwede kang bigyan ng malaking matinding miseries. Even virus, diba? And there is the other misery, the third one, coming from our own self. Ano yung nagagawa niya sa atin? The mind could play along with a lot of things. Could give you anxiety, could give you depression. Hindi galing sa ibang tao yon, galing sa mind yon. May pwedeng mag-trigger, pero pwedeng depende kung paano ipe-perceive ng mind natin. Because the uncontrolled mind could be our worst enemy. So, dahil dito sa mga to, still, the Supreme is so, letter O is the ocean of mercy. Meron tayong manual how to live our life here, which is, ayun yung scriptures. Meron tayong association ng mga light-minded person, or meron tayong mga teachers that is also basing on the scriptures. Ayun tatlong authority natin. The guru, the saintly person, and the scriptures. If tatlong yon nag-jive, you're in the right path. So that is the intro, yung acronym. So nagigets nyo ba yung acronym natin? Medyo mas madali balikan, mas madali aralin. Because if we're just gonna study and read yung philosophy ng yoga scriptures, talaga palalim ng palalim yan. So welcome sa ating, chapter 1 ng ating Bhagavad Gita. So sino may mga Bhagavad Gita sa inyo? Let me see. Yan. Yung iba hindi nyo mababasa kasi yung gamit yung cellphone or laptop, andun yung ebook ninyo. Unless may dalawa kang gadget. Yan, si Noemi, ang ganda ng Bhagavad Gita niya. The deluxe one. So yes, we are now in the chapter 1. Yung doubt na acronym natin for today, wala siya sa Bhagavad Gita. Ito yung doubt. Pero nangyari to. The title is Observing the Armies on the Battlefield of Kurukshetra. I-discuss natin later bakit ito yung title. Yoga philosophy, bakit may war? We will discuss in a while. Pero doubt is sobrang importante. Minsan, yung doubt na to could lead us positively or negative experience. Minsan, we are in a situation na other people could not be trusted or yung belief system natin is medyo messed up. Yung mga nangyayari sa paligid natin is not so good. Or yung fina-follow nating path sa buhay natin, parang hindi naman naka-fulfill ng buhay. We are experiencing doubt. Hindi pala yung money makapagbigay ng happiness. We will doubt yung mga sinasabi ng paligid natin. And that is important actually, to experience this. Because we're aiming for higher consciousness. We're aiming sa higher na life natin. Hindi tayo tatambay dun sa lower self natin. Which is, ayun yung upbring sa atin, ayun yung conditioning natin. We need to search more, to question, to ask. Para magkaroon tayo ng realization sa buhay. And syempre, ayusin natin yung life natin accordingly. Pero may doubt din na medyo alanganin na you're in the good path, tapos you will use that doubt para mapunta ka dun sa dark side ng life. Like, may doubt ka sa happiness mo, you'll try out some other things like the gateway drugs, hanggang malulung ka na, sometimes the idea or the addiction. So, ito yung mga experiences na pwedeng mapuntahan dahil sa doubt. And, may matindi na ka-experience na itong doubt na to. Sila yung mga nasa character natin sa Bhagavad Gita. Sino dito nakapag-start magbasa ng Bhagavad Gita? Chapter 1. Meron. Yes. Of course, yung mga nagbasa na ito, sa introduction pa lang, medyo na-challenge na sila. 30 pages kagad daw. Yung mga nagbabasa ng, those who are listening sa audio, ang meron sa audio is translation lang. Wala siyang purport or commentary. So I suggest you also read. I don't think may gumawa ng ebook na may translation, may commentary or purport. Puro yung translation lang, yung flow lang na yun. And that would be fast. Parang 2 hours, 3 hours lang yung puro translation. But the way for us to study much more yung mga verses, yung yoga, scriptures, and philosophy would be through the translation. Yan. Maganda yung sabi ni Jen. So anyway, that will help you in any way na matutunan natin. Basta you have the Bhagavad Gita as it is. So we discussed yesterday or 2 days ago bakit importante as it is. That version. So may mga characters sa chapter 1. Huwag kayong ma-discourage kasi hindi nyo pa sila kilala. Sa chapter 2, medyo magsisimula na yung Bhagavad Gita. Actually, doon magsisimula yung Bhagavad Gita talaga. Chapter 1 is yung backstory. Bakit nangyari yon? So, sino nakarinig dito ng Mahabharat? From school. Yan, narinig na ni Alat. Yeah. Very little lang. Hindi kayo attentive siguro dun sa klase sa Civica. Or sa ancient history. Asian history. Diniscuss ng onti yan, pero kasi. Pero syempre, they don't have enough knowledge. Parang dinaan lang. Minsan nga tawag pa nila, mythology lang. Yung Greek, ayun yung Greek mythology. Yan. Ayan, sa akin daw narinig. Yeah, Mahabharat. This is a great epic. Para siyang history, Purana, or history na nangyari dati ng mga kings and emperor. It happened 5,000 years ago. It is one of the longest epic. 100,000 verses. This Bhagavad Gita, yung nakikita nyo, 700 verses lang yan. Ayun, 100,000. And sobrang habang libro. Pero we will try to summarize ng 5 minutes. Tignan natin kung kaya ng 5 minutes. Bakit nangyari tong war na to? Bakit sa war yung scenario? And sino yung mga prominent character? Yan. So nakikita nyo ba yun nasa keynote? Yan. Hindi naman, readable naman. Malaki yung mata ni ano. Sino ba yun? Si Lu yata to. Napapaganon eh. So yan. Yeah. This is Mahabharat. Dati, we have only one king, one ruler ng buong mundo. Hindi hiwalay-hiwalay yung mga bansa. Tawag sa kanila mga emperor. And they're very qualified. Hindi lang sila may leadership qualities. They were born and raised to be the leader. At the same time, they are saintly. Tawag sa kanila Raja Rishi. Diba yung term na Raja? Raha Sulaiman. Diba? Parang sa Pilipinas. King yon ibig sabihin. So may traces pa rin ng Sanskrit sa atin. They are Raja Rishi. Rishi is saintly. So they are saintly kings. Kasi yung mga advisors ng mga emperor nun, mga priests, mga brahmana, those who are studying the scriptures, para ma-maintain yung whole civilization guided by the scriptures. Ngayon, sino ang advisor ng mga leaders natin? Yung mga ka-business, niya. So, hindi kailangan balance eh. And ngayon, dahil sa nangyayari, they move it aside. Magkahiwalay yung leadership, saka maghiwalay yung spirituality, no? Magkasama talaga yon. Of course, because of ulterior motives, because the spirituality doesn't permit yung mga leaders para i-enjoy nila ma-exploit nila yung mga bagay-bagay. Hiniwalay nila. So, walang basis, diba? So, anyway, this was 5,000 years ago. Ibang-iba ngayon. Diba? We don't expect na nag-improve talaga yon technology-wise or whatsoever, no? It is actually degrading. So, dati, may mga emperor. And next na nag-train maging emperor is yung mga, of course, yung anak nila na lalaki na panganay. So, originally, si Bhishma, yung sunod kay Santanu. Malaki tong picture na to. This is the family tree ng Srimad Bhagavatam. Yung history ng creation from Krishna to Brahma to the sun god, sa lahat ng progenitor. Andun yung mga major character. Kumuha lang napakaliit sa history na to. Tapos doon nangyari yung Bhagavad Gita. So si Santanu yung isang emperor. And he have to pass it down kay panganay niyang anak na lalaki, which is si Bhishma. So, yung S na may dot sa baba, may SH yun, Bhishma. Ang problema si Bhishma, is a great soldier, qualified maging emperor, but meron siyang vow. Hindi lang promise, yung vow mas matindi. Di ba yung mga kinakasal may vow sila? For better or worse. Parang di naman. So, for better or worse. Till that do us part. So, yung vow niya is to become a celibate. Hindi siya nag-wear ng orange katulad ko, pero ayun naging vow niya. May backstory ba't nangyari. So, kailangan niya i-pass down kasi wala siyang papamanahan nung pagiging emperor. The only thing is, yung next na kapatid niya na lalaki, si Tranggada, nag-pass away siya. So, hindi siya qualified. Siyempre, pass away nga siya. Yung next yung kapatid, si Vicha, yung letter C sa scripture is CH yun, Cha. Vichitravirya. Yan. So, kahit matagal ko na binabasa to, medyo yung ibang terminologies medyo mahirap i-pronounce. Pero, huwag kayo mag-alala doon. So, namatay din yun. So, yes, si Bhishma yung kailangan mag-progenate, pero he uses a qualified brahmana para magkaroon ng next na magpamana, magiging leader ng mundo. So, long story short, nagkaroon na 3 magkakapatid. Puro lalaki uli. Si Dhritarastra, si Pandu, saka si Vidura. So, nandiyan yung red na box, saka yung blue na box. Si Dhritarastra, unfortunately, was blind. So, hindi siya qualified maging emperor. At the same time, blind din siya spiritually. So, blind siya materially and spiritually blind din siya. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya spiritually inclined. So, yung next na kapatid niya, si Pandu, yung qualified. So, great king, great leader. So, siya yung naging emperor. So, ito yung nangyari. Si Dhritarashtra nagkaroon ng mga anak. Ang panganay niya si Duryodhan. Next na box na pula. Tapos may 99 other sons. Ang dami, di ba? 99 other sons. Tapos isang daughter. Si Pandu, meron siyang 5 na anak. Si Yudhishthir, Bhima, si Arjuna, yung next sa box. Si Nakula and Sahadev, twins sila. Tapos yan, may mga anak din sila. So, dumami yan. Ito na yung plot twist. Nung si Pandu, nag-pass away na, ito na yung question. Sino na yung magiging next na emperor? Yung anak ba ni Dhritarashtra kasi sila Duryodhan? Si Duryodhan na panganay, hindi naman siya bulag eh. Tapos originally, tatay niya yung panganay sa magkakapatid. So dapat siya, dapat kami. Or si Pandu, na yung mga anak niya, siya yung naging emperor, pero yung anak niya na panganay si Yudhishthir, ito, he was so qualified, very trained, he follows the brahmanas, yung mga advisors, yung saintly advisors nila. Pero ang pinaprotest nila Duryodhan, hindi kami yung daddy ko yung panganay, dapat ako. Ang problema, si Duryodhan was also blind spiritually. May sight na siya physically, pero blind siya spiritually. So, hindi rin siya qualified. And other yung mga kapatid niya, hindi qualified. They were not trained. Demoniac sila actually. So, ang dapat mag-lead is dapat saintly king. Si Yudhishthir yung best. Lahat ng tao, lahat ng saintly advisors, mga saintly person, siya yung nire-raise para doon. Pero of course, dito nagsimula yung politics. Hinamatay si Pandu, these brothers, tinatawag silang Pandavas kasi anak sila ni Pandu or Pandavas. Tumira sila kasama ni Dhritarashtra. Tito nila to eh. Magkakasama yung magkipinsan. Pero sila Duryodhan made a lot of ways para patayin yung magkakapatid ni Pandavas. Para sila yung maging next emperor. Patay na sila, di ba? Ganun yung gusto nila gawin. Pero wala nang pwedeng mag-protest. Sila na yung next mag-reign ng mundo. Doon nagsimula yung politics. Bakit nagkaroon ng war? Bakit nagkaroon ng war? Malalaman natin ano yung mga ginawa ni Duryodhan sa kanila. Radhacharan, anong ibig sabihin? Paano yung yoga dito? Hold your horses. Malalaman natin. Bakit? Umpisa pa lang tayo. Chapter 1 pa lang. So, ito na yung reason bakit may war. So, ito yun. Niloko nila yung Pandavas in the game of dice. Kinuha nila yung mga kayamanan, yung mga armory, even yung asawa nila. kinuha nun. And because of this, and marami pang iba, they poison them, they, what do you call this? Burn the house kung saan sila nakatira. All these things na would have the punishment para patayin yung isang suspect, isang criminal, ginawa sa kanila. Because of this, war was imminent. Kailangan mag-war. And during that time, very, sila doon, may codes of war sila, may rules, law of war. Nagharap sila ng mga kakampi nila. And habang nangyayari to, habang lumalaki yung story ng Pandavas, on the side ng Vrindavan and Dwarka, andun si Krishna. Lumalaki din siya doon. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Pero he had these reasons para bumaba siya rito to descend. Hindi in his incarnation. Siya mismo yung bumaba. So lumalaki rin siya doon kasabay ng mga Pandavas. Then they have to meet with each other. Kasi magsisimula na yung war, naghahanap sila ng mga kakampi. Si Duryodhan saka si Arjuna pupunta sa iba't ibang kingdom. Oh, kampi ka sa amin. We'll have this great war. Nagkataon, by Krishna's arrangement, his divine arrangement, si Duryodhan saka si Arjuna sabay pumunta kay Krishna. Nauna dumating si Duryodhan, pangalawa si Arjuna. So magpinsan sila, and si Arjuna pinsan din si Krishna. Pero alam nila napakalakas ni Krishna. So pumunta sila kay Krishna. Nauna si Duryodhan. Then, sarado pa yung door, tulog si Krishna. Pumunta sila sa loob ng room. Magkaaway sila rito, pero may custom sila. If they visit the place, if magkasama sila hindi sa battlefield, they all respect with each other. Ngayon, hindi na magagawa yun. Magkaaway sa Facebook, magkaaway buong buhay. So, dati mga gentlemen sila, mga virtuous person sila. So, they want to please Krishna. They want to wake him up kasi tulog siya para sabihin kung kanino kakampi si Krishna. Si Duryodhan pumunta sa head ni Krishna. Minasage yung ulo niya. Si Arjuna, in a humble mood, pumunta sa feet ni Krishna. Massaging his feet. Naomi, this is the backstory paano nangyari yung chapter 1. Hold your horses. So, pinamassage yung paa. Yan. So, nung pinamassage ni Arjuna yung paa, si Duryodhan sa head, nagising si Krishna. Only thing is, pag nagising tayo, hindi naman tayo patingin sa taas, diba? Laging lower extremities natin. So, unang nakita ni Krishna si Arjuna. So, tinitignan ni Arjuna. So, syempre, siya yung unang nakita. Siya yung unang tinanong. My dear cousin Arjuna, how can I be of service? Paano kita pwede pagsilbihan? Si Duryodhan, nag-protest. Hindi. Krishna, ako yung unang dumating dito. Kailangan ako yung unang tanungin mo. So, alam kasi ni Krishna na pareho silang i-invite siya sa war. Kung saan siya kakampi. So, to make this situation win-win, gumawa ng scenario si Krishna ng choices. Okay. I'll give you 2 choices. Pili kayo doon. Kayong dalawa. Mapupunta ako sa side ninyo sa war na to, pero ako lang. Tapos di pa ako lalaban, di pa ako kuha ng weapon. Pero kasama niyo ako sa side ninyo. Yung other choice, option B, you will get all my armory, all my soldiers, all the weapons, lahat sila, thousands, millions of them. Yung resources. Tapos, syempre, si Krishna, pinapanindigan niya yung unang nakita niya, si Arjuna. Si Arjuna yung unang tinanong niya. Pili ka, Arjuna. Si Duryodhan, of course, andun siya. Para sabi niya, dapat piliin ni Arjuna si Krishna lang kasi sa akin yung armory. And of course, si Arjuna is very humble, very gentle. My dear Krishna, how can I choose this armory, these weapons, even thousands and millions of soldiers kung di ka kasama? You're very dear to me. You're my friend. Ikaw pipiliin ko. Kahit di ka lumaban sa war. Basta kasama namin. Si Duridan, haha, he was very proud. Hindi na siya nagsalita. Panalo na siya. Alis na siya doon. Because of proud mentality and ego. Pero eto na. Sino ba talaga yung may good choice na ginawa sa kanila? So ito yun. Ito yung picture nila. Si Arjuna saka si Duryodhan. Woke up Krishna. So, welcome sa ating habang backstory, no? So, ito yung letter D natin kasi mabilis lang to. Doubt. Letter D, si Dhritarastra. So, ito yan, ha? This is the lolo. I mean, the emperor na bulag. So, since bulag siya, ano mangyayari yung war? Meron siyang disciple, meron siyang servant na may vision. Hindi siya makasama sa war, pero gusto niya malaman yung nangyayari sa war. Kasi andun yung mga anak niya. Gusto niya manalo yung anak niya para siya pa rin yung nasa kingdom. Although, mga pamangkin niya rin yung kalaban. He is very tied up dun sa family ties niya. Diba? Basahin natin yung verse number 1. Dhritarastra uvacha dharma kshetre kuruksetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamakaha pandavaschaiva kim akurvata sanjaya. So, actually, hindi ko binasa kasi kabisado ko siya. Sabi niya, in translation, Dhritarastra said, O Sanjay, si Sanjay nakaupo dito. After my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kuruksetra. Ito yung Battle of Kuruksetra. Dito yung war. Ito yan. What did they do? So, this time, si Dhritarashtra actually, dapat, kung saintly siya, ang tingin niya sa pamangkin niya, patay na yung kapatid niya, ang tingin niya sa mga pamangkin niya dapat is sons na rin niya. Dapat, ano na niya yun, akuin na niya sons yun. Pero hindi. Even patay yung kapatid niya, partial siya. Partial means may kinakampihan siya. Pansin niyo ba, palaging ganito yung nangyayari sa paligid natin. Very clannish. Diba? Grupo ko, grupo mo. Diba? Ito yung grupo namin. Sa school, ganun, umpisa yun. Ito yung grupo namin, ito yung grupo mo. Diba? Ito barangay namin, kalaban yung barangay nyo. Ba't ang daming grupo na nabubuo? Diba? Against someone, kahit wala naman dapat pag-awayan. Diba? People are so attached with the place where they grew up. Diba? They would have gang and frat because of that. Minsan nag-aaway din minsan. Pero nag-aaway din minsan. Sa loob and sa different groups. And even, kung mapansin nyo, people now are, nationalistic. Coin the term nationalistic. Pero they would forget yung mga taong sumasakop sa mga bansa ng Philippines or yung bansa natin. Nationalistic din naman sila eh. Gusto nga nila i-expand eh. Gusto nilang lower tayo o subjugate tayo. Diba? Yung mga Chinese, nationalistic din sila. Kahit pumunta sila sa West Philippine Sea, nationalistic sila. Diba? Same. Kung same mentality yung mga iba't ibang tao, same na mangyayari. They're partial. They want grupo lang namin. Ito lang yung parang binabrand na ganon. But those are all temporary. Si Dhritarashtra, yung parang ifi to mineto. Kahit ka mag-anak na niya yun, hindi, gusto ko manalo itong mga sons ko lang. Kaya tinatanong niya kay Sanjay, what did they do? Then doon nangyari yung story. Doon nagsimula. Alam mo yung plot, yung mga flow ng story na nagsimula sa kwento. Tapos pinag-usapan nila. Ito yon. Ninarrate merong share screen. May projector si Sanjay. Kasi nakikita niya, ninarrate niya ano nangyayari sa Bhagavad Gita. Para siyang Inception. Kwento, anong kwento na yon? Yung pinag-usapan natin, yung kunento ni Sanjay kay Dhritarashtra. So, dito sa purport, ito yung answer dun sa assignment. Salamat sa mga nagpasa ng assignment. Wala akong sinabing bawal kayo magkopyahan. Pwede kayo magkopyahan. Pero sa realization, sa expectation, hindi pwede. Personal nyo yun. Ayun yung difference ng ating course. It is not a competition. If magkopyahan kayo para ma-improve yung sagot nyo or makita nyo yung right answer, yes! That is the goal, di ba? We're not competing. So, scrutinizingly, yung ginagawa natin, we're studying scrutinizing, hindi tayo nanguhula. With the help of devotees of Shri Krishna kasi they studied it from the teachers then, in line, civic succession, without personally motivated interpretation. Yung iba ini-interpret to based on sa gusto nila mangyari sa buhay nila. Binabago nila yung interpretation na, which is ayun yung nangyari sa mga authors ng mga Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures. Para kumita sila ng dollar bills, yeah. Kasi sikat na yung book. I have another perspective on this. Pero ayun nga, walang naging bhakti, devotee, or yogi dahil sa libro nila. Just a book. Yan. So yeah, in line with civic succession. Ito yung answer dun sa question number 2. So kung wala pa kayo, habol nyo to. Letter O natin. So ito na, pumili sila. Arjuna saka si Krishna. Saan pupunta si Krishna? Umpisa pa lang, alam na yung mangyayari sa war. Meron ng letter O, obvious result. May obvious result na. Sino yung mananalo? Ayun nga. Signs of victory of the Pandavas. Sila yung mananalo. Bakit? Ito yung mga reasons. Si Krishna, kahit wala yung armory niya doon, yung weapons niya, lahat ng energy niya, material energy niya, si Krishna kasama ng Pandavas. Himself, siya mismo. Ito na yung question pag napunta tayo sa scenario. Katulad na nangyari sa nila. Imminent yung war. Ang tanong, sino naalala mo? You're just remembering solutions? Problema ko money, kailangan sagot dito money. Problema ko ganito, kahit ito yung solution. Power, di ba? Ito yung power, they want this. Pero si Krishna, si Arjuna, naisip nila si Krishna. Ito yung kakampi niya, yung supreme. Bakit? Ito yung ibang reason. Goddess of Fortune, si Krishna is also known as Vishnu. And partner niya si Lakshmi. Si Lakshmi is fortune. Si Lakshmi nga rin yung money, energy niya ni Krishna. Isa rin yung fortune. Kung saan si asawa niya, si Vishnu, si Krishna, andun siya. So it might seem yung energy ni Krishna ng mga weapons nakala Duryodhan, but no. Yung fortune nakala Krishna. So by this, shatter yung hearts talaga ng mga Kauravas, yung mga kalaban. Just because of the conch shell. Narinig niyo na ba yung mga singing bowl, yung mga yogi natin sa mga nagki-crystals? Originated siya dun sa sound na piniproduce ng conch shell. It's like the sound of Om. And yung symbol na yun is si Krishna mismo. And bago mag-start yung war, they will blow the conch shell. Pati yung kalaban nila nag-blow ng conch shell. Not knowing yung hawak-hawak nila ang symbol si Krishna, ikalaban nila yung sa kabilang side si Krishna. So obvious result. And very obvious kasi si Krishna kakampi nila. So kapag kakampi nila si Krishna, kahit it seems na wala kang material na mga necessities and facilities, you will always win. And yung battlefield na to, yung battle na to, we will all experience this. Alam niyo ba, araw-araw may battle ka sa mind mo? You're battling your own demon. Your own negative thoughts. The illusion, the temptation. You're always battling that. Ang tanong, sino yung kakampi mo? And si Arjuna chooses the right person to be with. Sabi ni Nicole, ano po yung Rishikesh? Rishikesha or Rishikesh. Ito yung master of the senses. Tayo, we are victims of the senses. Yung mga tao, they move around because of their senses. But Krishna is the master of all the senses. If one masters these senses sa body, he is Goswami. Sila yung mga nagiging guru, nagiging teacher. And the master of all these senses na lahat ng to is si Krishna, Rishikesh. So yan, nagbabasa si Nicole kaya nakita niya yan. So Krishna, Rishikesh, control the senses of everyone. So kung siya yung supreme controller, kahit yung kalaban niya pwede kontrolin nga ni Krishna. So maraming story dito. So pag nag-blow na sila ng conch shell, tumutunog na yung mga drums doon, may mga trumpet. Ganun sa war, may background music sila. Pero bawal patayin yung mga yun, ha. So, ibig sabihin, start na ng war. Nag-draw na sila ng arrows, dinino na ng sword nila. Pero si Arjuna, because of something, sabi niya, mga kamag-anak ko nandun. Krishna, bago magsimula yung war, actually nagsisimula na dapat yun eh. Nag-aantay lang ng unang mag-signal. Dalhin mo ako dun sa gitna ng battlefield. Gusto mo makita yung sino kalaban natin. Si Krishna naman, they're friends, they're cousins. Ba't mo gusto gawin yan? Diba? Parang na-chicken ka ba? Na-chicken out ka ba? Diba? Baka may pagdating doon, umatras ka. No. Gusto ko makita kung paano sila maganda. Saka sino yung mga demoniac kings and princes, saka soldiers na sumama doon sa demon nating pinsan. So, okay. Because of his curiosity and because of wrongly use of doubts, punta sila sa gitna ng battlefield. So, ito yun. So, yan, yung nakikita niya. So, pumunta sila doon. Si Arjuna, nakikita na yung meron sa kabilang side. Then, nakita ni Krishna, si Arjuna, na tinitignan yung mga kamag-anak sa kabilang side ng war. Di ba mga cousins niya yun? Andun din yung lolo nila, si Bhishma. Andun yung mga teacher nila sa war. Ang dami ng kamag-anak doon. Yung mga friends niya, mga kalaro niya ng bata, nasa other side. And alam niya, makapatay niya lahat yun. Arjuna is one of the greatest soldier and andun si Krishna. Because of this, nagkaroon siya ng uncertainty. He was anxious. Nagka-anxiety siya. Bakit war yung scenario ng battlefield? Bakit war yung scenario ng scriptures, ng yoga philosophy? Bakit the yoga mat? Una, wala namang yoga mat dati. Anyway, bakit war? Para yung meditation saka, paano mag-meditate na may war? Bakit yung yoga philosophy? Because these are great personalities. Highly elevated and mataas sa social orders natin. Highly skilled, in the family line na sobrang tataas din. Very respectable. Sobrang famous nila. Pero nakaka-experience sila ng great depression, anxiety, bewilderment, and uncertainty sa buhay. Bakit sobrang taas ng mga standard na yon? Tapos sila nasa scriptures. Tapos ayun yung babasahin natin. Para we can all relate. Siya nga sobrang taas ng status niya sa buhay. He would experience that. What more pa tayo? Sino dito yung naka-experience ng anxiety or depression or being uncertain sa buhay nila? Lalo ngayong pandemic. Diba? We will have questions sa buhay. Bakit natin ginagawa to? Bakit tayo nasa sitwasyon na yon? Si Arjuna, given all these situations, scenario sa buhay niya, is experiencing this. Nagkaroon siya ng uncertainty. So, sobrang taas ng sitwasyon na yun, we could all relate. Kung yung yoga philosophy is a beggar, yung story ng beggar saka ng someone, normal person, ang hirap makarelate sa atin, we have all material things. Malayo tayo dun sa beggar. No, sila sobrang extreme. Sobrang mas magaganda yung sitwasyon sa buhay. Pero wala makakatumbas nung anxiety nila sa nararamdaman natin. They were deprived of all things. Kamag-anak pa nila yung nanggaling, yung mga aggressive na behavior na yon. Di ba sabi nga, the words could be like a sword, mas masakit. Pero pansinin mo, pag nanggaling yung pain na yon sa close mo, sa best friend mo, sa relatives mo, mas masakit. sa partner mo. Pwede naman sa ibang tao, kaya mong palagpasin lang. What more pa sila Arjuna. So in this extreme situation, we could all relate. So because of anxiety niya, uncertainty niya, napunta sa sitwasyon na to, nasa gitna sila ng battlefield. And he got bewildered. Letter B. Patapos na tayo. Letter B. Meron siyang bewilderment. Ayoko na sa war, Krishna. After all this scenario na nangyari, ayoko nang tumaban sa war. Pansin niyo, binabanan niya yung bow niya. And yung mga soldiers, bawal nila ibaba yung weapon. The weapon and the soldier is one. Para sa Arjuna, ayan. Pansinin niyo, nakapo si Krishna, si Arjuna nakatayo. And he was bewildered. Ayoko na, Krishna, punta na lang ako sa forest. Mag-meditate na lang ako doon. And then, sobrang scholarly ni Arjuna. Binigay niya yung mga arguments niya. The compassion, ayoko pumatay, ayoko sila patayin. Paano ako mag-e-enjoy kung patay sila? Patay yung mga friends, kamag-anak ko. Paano ma-enjoy kung manalo man ako? I will have karma if gawin ko yon. And distractions of family tradition kasi mamamatay yung mga members ng family. Yung mga tradition natin, yung culture natin, hindi mapapass down. I mean, tradition, hindi mapapass down. So, indecisive siya, hindi siya makapag-decide. Ina-argue na niya to kay Krishna. Ayoko na, Krishna, tama na. So, si Krishna, parang, sabi ko sa'yo, ito yung gagawin mo. Naasar siya. Friends sila eh. Diba? Pero there is a different scenario. If one experiences this bewilderment, anxiety, depression, nalalaman natin sa sitwasyon na hindi tayo yung controller. Hindi natin kaya solusyonan. Hindi tayo mapag-isip na maayos. Kung nakita niyo yung picture ni Arjuna. Diba? He's a great soldier, pero umiiyak siya sa gitna ng battlefield. Nag-breakdown siya doon. Kasama pa niya si Krishna. Si Krishna, inaasar lang siya. Pero there is one thing na ginawa ni Arjuna that will turn around everything. Doon magsisimula yung Bhagavad Gita. Nasa backstory lang tayo. Huwag kayo mainap. Nasa backstory tayo paano nagsimula yung Bhagavad Gita. Paano nagsimula yung yoga philosophy. So, after bewilderment, may ginawa pansinin niyo yung position nila, may ginawa si Arjuna. He lowered himself. He kneeled before Krishna actually. And he put himself in a humble position. Meron siyang letter T. Last letter natin, turning point. Ito yung hinahanap natin sa mga experiences natin. Ano yung life-changing experiences na yon. Tapos meron turning point. May ma-realize tayo. Yung iba near-death experience yan. Iba anxiety, depression. Iba broken family. Tapos magkakaroon sila ng turning point. Nalap-hanap natin to. And this one will make us grow yung life natin and yung consciousness natin, yung mind natin. Mas magiging open, mas mag-grow. Yung character natin mas mag-grow. And this one, ginawa ni Arjuna, may turning point siya. He knows si Krishna yung supreme. At the same time, friend niya. Sabi niya kay Krishna, tama na yung sitwasyon natin. I'm surrendering into you. You could be my guide. Please be my guide. Please be my teacher. Our turning point, we seek help. We seek shelter sa right person. Kaya sobrang importante to seek for a spiritual teacher that would guide us. Si Arjuna, nag-seek siya ng shelter kay Krishna, who is the supreme and also his spiritual teacher, his spiritual master. In a humble position. And lahat tayo naghahanap ng mga turning point na to. Sa mga sitwasyon natin sa buhay, kailan yung turning point na yon? It's either gonna be mentally, physically, or emotionally. And what more, kailangan natin spiritually. Sino yung naka-experience ng mga turning point sa buhay nila dito? Yes. Sila Dayan. Kailangan natin yun eh. Actually. And actually, we're still looking for it. So I'm inviting everyone, give your time, attend the classes, study the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, be with this like-minded person, chant. Don't forget to chant pala today. Wala tayong chanting sa session, pero today, at least one round. Minimum one round. So give time. This course, ang purpose nito is to have that pivotal or yung turning point natin. Yan, sabi ni Ron, turning point, then no turning back. Yan. Yung mga naka-experience nito, sobrang importante. So, let this be 9 to 10 every morning, your turning point. You don't have to follow blindly or gawin mo lang yung sinasabi ko or yung nasabi. Aralin natin. You question your life. If wala ka pang greatest question sa life, alamin mo ngayon. Use the doubt and have your own turning point. And sino yung kanina tayo mag-turn now? Arjuna is our representative in this conversation. Knowing yung yoga philosophy kay Krishna. Kasi doon pala magsisimula yung conversation nila. Yan. So, backstory yung chapter 1. Kung paano nangyari to. Kaya maraming character, scenario, para mangyari yung usapan na to sa gitna ng battlefield. Yan. Nag-uusap sila. Pero first, nagsimula si Arjuna in a humble position, in a humble mood, for him to receive the knowledge sa kanyang teacher. Hindi ka tuturuan ng teacher kung mas proud ka. Feeling mo mas magaling ka sa teacher. No? In the mood of humility, especially facing a spiritual teacher, such as Krishna, the Supreme. So that is our doubt. Dhritarastra, kasi yung story natin, nagsimula dun sa blind king, na very partial, mahilig siya kumampi. Diba? Kung may friends ka nag-aaway, tapos mahilig ka kumampi, part ka ng gulo. Hindi mo na pinakinggan yung kabilang side, kumampi ka pa. So in a bigger sense, si Dhritarastra is a big, partial person, partial king, which is a leader should not do. A leader, kailangan mas mataas ang responsibility and duty nila. Should be the perfect example for everyone. So, ang obvious result, sino yung pipiliin mo? Having all these situations. Sa everyday battle natin, sino yung kasama mo? Kapag nagka-problema ka ngayon, kukunin mo ba yung bote ng alak? Or you'll try to meditate or try to get your chanting beats and meditate, chant. Sino yung kakampihan mo? Sino yung pipiliin mong kakampi? It might be delusional, katulad kay pagpili ni Duryodhan. Pipiliin ko yung energy mo, Krishna. Pipiliin ko yung mga soldier mo. Energy ni Krishna naman yung mga illusion, yung mga intoxication, yung mga bad things. Galing din kay Krishna yun eh. Pero pag pinili mo si Krishna mismo, you have the obvious result. It might seem sa umpisa hindi, pero yun yung obvious result nun. Si Arjuna, pinili si Krishna on his side. Uncertainty, the curiosity kills the cat. Basically, if you're in a good situation, you're guided. Minsan, out of curiosity lang. And doon tayo matatrap, papunta sa mga hindi kaaya-ayang bagay. Drugs, maraming reason sa drugs is ang dami ng problema. Wrong choice ang pinili nilang kakampi nila. Tapos, because of curiosity, doon sila napunta. And they will be, parang rabbit hole yon. Pag rabbit hole kasi yung ilalim ng sa land, sa lupa. Yung hole ng rabbit, hindi mo siya matitrace, iba-iba yon. Ganun din, because of uncertainty, minsan, pag napunta tayo doon, mahirap lumabas. So, ingat kayo sa mga sitwasyon na pupuntahan natin. We should be always guided. And of course, yung iba hindi natin maiiwasan because we have a lot of miseries. Family problems, financial problems, existential problems, identity problems, issues, totoo hindi man, past or worry sa future, andyan talaga yan. Galing sa ibang tao, galing sa nature, or just coming from our own mind. Ang tanong, Saan yung turning point mo? Sino yung pupuntahan mo? Kanino ka mag-turn? So we are meditating for us to always have this turning point. Hindi lang isang beses to. Minsan marami tayong turning point sa buhay. To be in the right side sa mga battle natin. And malaman natin kung sino yung mga kakampi natin sa side na yon. At the same time, yung turning point na yun sa buhay. So, sino dito yung naghahanap ng turning point nila using yoga, philosophy, meditation? Ang dami ko nabasa na they want to have peace of mind, learn much more about yoga, and peace of mind pinakamadami. Mental health. Diba? To understand, kasi marami siyang questions. Diba? Marami. Or even they're very curious sa Bhagavad Gita. So this course, because of the teachers, and because of Krishna himself, is a big turning point, and that is the Bhagavad Gita. So before tayo mag-picture, saka mag-question and answer, may assignment tayo. Yan. Assignment, what are the 6 kinds of aggressor? 1.36 purport. Purport is the commentary. So, chapter 1, puntahan nyo yun. Hindi nyo kailangan maligaw sa mga iba't ibang verses or manghula. Pag nakalagay dyan, kung saan nyo kukunan, doon nyo kukunan. 1.36. Yan. Chapter 1, verse 36. So, ito. Yung purport, after ng translation, at yung translation nakabold, yung purport. Andyan yung answer. Yung nakalagay nga yung number. So, yung aggressor, sila yung mga gumagawa ng masama sa isang tao that would cost them the highest punishment. Yan yung mga ginawa kay Pandavas, ng mga pinsan na bakit nagsimula yung war. Ano to mga to? Second question, ano yung analogy sa 2.22, advanced reading? Chapter 2, verse 22. Analogy is a comparison. Kunyari, ang comparison ng binigay sa Dharma, it is just like a water na ang Dharma niya maging wet. So sa verse, titignan mo lang yung verse, hindi yung purport, yung mismong translation na English. Ano yung analogy doon? Palaging after ng analogy. Similarly, the water, yung Dharma niya is maging wet. Similarly, ang Dharma ng soul is to serve. So ayun yung analogy. So, ano yung analogy sa 2.22 verse? So, hindi mo kailangan tumingin sa purport. Doon lang sa naka-bold, yung translate lang. And one should read the verse and purport ng 2.7. So, mabilis lang to. Yan. Kopyahan kayo, maghanap kayo ng mga tropa nyo ritong mga bibo na magagaling sumagot. Nung chapter, ay yung batch 1, may isang student doon. Sinasend niya dun sa group chat yung answers niya. Walang problema. Okay lang yun. Kung magano kayo kasipag, i-save yung mga kaklase niyo sa Pero I would suggest you also read. Yan. Pero yung mga realizations later on, hindi nyo pwedeng kopyahin nyo kasi personal mo na yun. Ayaw mo manggaya ng buhay ng ibang tao, of course. You could follow the footsteps. Pero hindi mo pwedeng imitate. So I am inviting everyone. I'll send this, again, I will send this slide sa group chat, even this recording, para we could catch up. If you have questions, yung iba hindi ko pa nare-replyan, pasensya na po. Buong araw ako nagsabiyahe yesterday. Pero now, I think wala akong biyahe. Pero bukas babalik ulit ako ng Manila. So, yes. Kokopyahan nyo sino kinukusta ng kopyahan? Si Ron. Batch to yan si Ron eh. Wala na hindi siya sasagot ngayon. Tapos na siya. Super relatable ni Arjuna, to be honest. Just wanna walk away from everything. Yes, Adam. Gusto ng mga tao mag-escape. Diba? Mag-awol. Ang dami, diba? The greatest na pwedeng escape ng tao is to escape this life. They could end this life. Which is, hindi talaga mag-end. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin yun. Kasi pag namatay yung isang tao, nag-suicide yung isang tao, magiging ghost siya. Mamaya tayo magkukwentuhan kasi picture mo tayo, everyone. Yeah, please open your cameras. Ayusin niyo yung mga ayusin. Yan. Bumangon na si RJ. Naka-headphone naman siya. Nakikinig daw siya. Yan. Nakita ko sila Nicole, sila McCoy. Si Noemi, si Sophia, hello. Si Erin, nag-raise na ngayon. Count of 3, please. Look in the camera, smile. Yan. 1, 2, 3. One more, 1, 2, 3. I am always honored and humbled having the association ng mga great souls like you. This class is also a source of inspiration gonna be a source of inspiration for everyone. So, this class, the purpose nito is maghatakan tayo, hindi pababa. Maghatakan tayo pataas. We have a very special and weird years. And sabay-sabay nating i-surpass to by the help of yoga philosophy, the real knowledge, and meditation. And of course, the energy ng mga kasama natin dito. My dear Prabhus and dear Matajis, thank you very much. And I'm humbled by the presence. Saka yung thank you sa let sa akin, pagbigay sa akin ng privilege to serve you. So, kita-kita tayo sa chat. Group chat natin. Send me your assignments. If you have questions, yung ibang di ko ba nasagot, I'll answer them. And don't forget to chant your rounds. Sino nakapag-chant na dito today? O, kakagising lang. Si Christine nakapag-chant na. Yan. Yes. Si Veronica na. So thank you very much. Please chant your rounds today. Read the books, and if you need to go, please be extra careful. Good morning, and be sensitive din sa ibang tao. Lahat may pinagdadaanan, lahat sila may kanya-kanyang battle. This is the purpose, bakit natin inaalam to. Lahat may kanya-kanyang battle. We don't need to shove yung mga yoga philosophy sa throat nila. Pero we could share. This moment, we could share them, give them some books, or by our actions, kasi actions still speaks louder than words. Yung act natin should be there. If you need to go, thank you very much. Good morning. If you have some questions, you can remain. Sagutin natin yung ibang nag-chat dito. Yan. Actually, minsan tumatagal tong question and answer na to. May mga solid na mga questions. I'm grateful, Carmi. I'm grateful again. And for everyone. Shout out to Ron. He brought me here and found a gem. Yes, si Ron. Daming tropa rin si Ron. I haven't seen the recording from yesterday. Yes, Christine, you can see sa Monk in the Middle YouTube. Ayun yung channel. Pero yung link, I'm sending them. Sinesend ko sila sa group chat natin. Minsan kailangan mo lang mag-backread kasi maraming nagka-type palagi. Yes. Noemi, chapter 2 na yung second question. Yung assignment natin, I'll send naman later. Yan nga, yung walk away na kinukwento ni Adam. Yes, people who always wants to escape na lang and rather face the scenario, the problem. Kasi it's easier. Diba? Deactivate ka ng account mo, quit ka sa work mo, iwanan mo yung nabuntis mong girlfriend, diba? Alis ka sa family, or drugs ka. You're escaping the scenario, you're forgetting it. Inom ka ng alak. People always wants to escape. Lagi nangyayari yun. Diba? Yung iba, they're ending their lives. Pero according sa Bhagavad Gita and all the scriptures, yung human body natin, when we are here, us, kasi hindi tayo yung body na to, yung spoiler natin for chapter 2, knowing the real us, real me. Nakakontrata kung gaano tayo katagal dito. And if you end it untimely, you will still be here, around. Pero, with the subtle body or ghostly bodies ng still doing kung ano yung gusto niya gawin. Same problems. Gutom ka pa rin, gusto pa rin kumain, gusto pa rin uminom, gusto mo pa rin makipag-mate. Diba? Ano pa rin yung problema mo, yung unfinished business mo, galit ka pa rin sa tao or yung pumatay sa'yo or sa accident na yon and all. Yung untimely death na yon. Kaya yung ghost just roaming around. Yung mga nag-suicide, automatic nagiging ghost sila. Still, depressed pa rin sila doon. May anxiety pa rin sila doon. Only thing is, hindi na nila magawa ng paraan. Kasi, wala na silang body. Nasa ghosty body nila. Tumatagos na sila sa pader. Hindi sila makapag-usap doon sa mga tao na nakakausap sa kanila. Yung mga may problema sila, hindi nila ma-open up. Yung mga mahal sa buhay. Minsan may glitches, di ba? Ay, iba may third eye, makikita sila. Tapos, pag may third eye ka, lalapitan ka nila kasi yung mga ghosts, ang dami nilang gustong sabihin sa'yo eh. Uy, gawin mo to, may unfinished business ako sa mag-anak ko, may ganyan-ganyan. Buti ba kung treasure yung sabihin, uy, punta mo tong may pera ako dyan. O yung bangko ko, ito yung bank account. Ito yung buti kung ganun sasabihin ng ghost sa'yo eh. Pero hindi eh. They will disturb you. Tapos madalas di sila makapagsalita. Unless makakita ka ng Casper na friendly ghost na masaya. Pero no, madalas yung mga ghosts, depressed pa rin sila, may anxiety pa rin sila, di ba? Pero they escaped. Sadly, hindi nila matatapos yun. Hanggang kailan sila ghosts? Hanggang kailan yung time nila to be a human? Kung nag-suicide ka ng 20, pero yung life mo hanggang 80 years old ka pala dapat. 60 years kang ghost. Walang scriptures na magkukwento regarding this. Nasa scriptures yun. Nasa Vedas yun. Yan. And it explains, ito yung mga sasabi nila. Thank you. Every morning, I find my inner calm. Yeah. I have different versions of Bhagavad Gita, Eshwaran. Okay lang ba yun? Yung ibang Bhagavad Gita is not based on Guru, Sadhu, and Sastra or teachers, saintly person, and the scriptures. Yung iba, gawa ng author. Yung iba, impersonal Bhagavad Gita. So, I don't advise yung ibang Bhagavad Gita. So, better find yung Bhagavad Gita as it is. Kaya as it is siya for us to be able to understand really kung ano yung sinabi ni Krishna doon. Hindi siya inalter ng ibang tao. Kaya dapat, di ba, number 1, to hear yung yoga philosophy, those who are practicing it, and those who are in line sa guru and disciple, or devotees ni Krishna mismo. Kasi otherwise, it will be sometimes, most of the time, ligaw-ligaw siya. So yes, Diana, please find this book. Or if you want the copy, let us know. Or si Trina sa group chat. If wala pala kayo sa group chat, chat nyo ako. I could add you up. Minsan hindi ko kayo makita or may kapangalan kayo. Hindi ko malaman kung sino pipiliin. And if you haven't registered yet, please do so para meron lang tayong kilala namin kayo, may record. Reincarnation happens po ba if you don't live your life according to the Supreme Being? Reincarnation will happen if you haven't finished your spiritual purpose here. Hindi mo na perfect yung spiritual account mo or yung spiritual purpose. It will happen based on our karma. So, laging combine yung karma and reincarnation. Actually, papag-usapan natin yan sa chapter 2 and the rest ng sessions natin. Kasi, what you're doing, good or bad, you will harvest it. What goes around comes around. Comes around, goes around. Either way, ganun din yun. Kung yung nare-receive mo ngayon, karma mo last life yon. And yung ginagawa mo ngayon, magiging karma mo in the future. Good or bad. It will only stop if you stop the karmic activities. If you do spiritual activities. Yung yoga philosophy is that teaching how to have a life na no karma, karma-free. So you'll stop reincarnating. We will incarnate unlimitedly. We have incarnated for hindi lang few times, hindi lang hundreds, thousands or millions of times already. Every one of us are old souls. Naging aso ka na, naging pusa ka na, naging babae ka na, naging lalaki ka na, naging LGBTQ ka na, naging mahirap or baka naging king ka na rin dati. Diba? Naging bird ka na. Minsan managinip pa lumilipad ka, may glitches ng past mo. Diba? Ang daming pwedeng napuntahan natin. Pero bihira yung magkaroon tayo ng human body form. And this human body form is the only way we could have the self-realization. Sa animalistic life, no? Kailangan mo lang maging animal in that. Kumbaga, ayun yung harvest mo ng karma mo din doon. But the one that you could edit, di ba? Minsan may file ka na marireceive sa email mo na show only. Pero edit and show, ito yon. Pwede mo ma-edit, pwede mo mabago yung karma mo or mahitigan na yon. Having a human form of life. Ito yung chance. Kaya ganun ka-importante, we have this human. So we don't have to waste it. Just being entertained, just being intoxicated, we don't have to waste it. We have to strive for realization. And changing. Yung turning point, yun. So that explains karma and reincarnation. It will always happen unless, we don't live your life according to Supreme Being. So tama yung sasabi ni Carla. Where have you read that? Galing ah. Norim, what happened to the babies? Regarding inamatay na babies. Yung iba karma nila hindi sila magtuloy-tuloy. There was a question, nagkaroon na miscarriage. Those are part of, ayun yung expiration ng date nila, ng life nila. Unless they are killed. Kung embryo siya or fetus siya, they were killed. Karma nung mom yun, nung parent yun. Sila yung next time maka-experience nun. The law of nature is very fair. Kung ano yung binigay mo, sabi nga, kung ano yung inimit mo na energy, babalik sa'yo. Yung mga new age natin. Ganun na what you want to manifest, babalik sa'yo. Even the karma, ano yung ginawa mo sa paligid, it might not come this life or near in the future. Minsan, in different forms, bumabalik sa'yo yun. Or, minsan, depends sa body na kung saan ka ipapanganak. We will learn more about this sa chapter 2. Pero, nice ano lang yun. Spoiler alert. Sneak peek. Nicole, that's my question din kanina. How they are cousins? Sino to? Si Arjuna saka si Duryodhan. Yung mom ng Pandavas is kapatid niya yung mom ni yung dad ni Krishna. Kaya cousin si Krishna saka si Arjuna. Si Duryodhan saka si Arjuna, magkapatid yung parehas nilang tatay. So, cousin sila. Tama ba yung may question nyo? Trina Key po sa Messenger. Yes, contact Trina for the books and bundles. What goes around comes around. Yan, Adam. Thank you. If there's reincarnation, then why are ghosts stuck and not reincarnated? They will not be stuck forever. They'll reincarnate also. After the life na kailangan nilang gugulin as a ghost. Just like the idea na pag namatay ka, you haven't confessed, forever ka na sa hell. Eternal ka na doon. This is my question when I was younger. Nag-grow up ako sa religious churches, saka schools. Very close. This is my personal story lang. So, ang question ko nun, pag namatay ka raw, hindi ka nakapag-confess, forever ka na sa hell. Then, if you live your life, nakapag-confess ka bago mamatay, heaven ka na. Forever ka na sa heaven. My question was, paano yung kung masama kang tao, you did abominable things, nang rape ka na maraming beses, pumatay ka na maraming beses, nasira mo yung buhay na ibang tao. Tapos thinking, bago mamatay, magko-confess ako para safe na. Paano yun? So that was my question. Paano kung pag napakabait mo, sobrang bait mo all throughout your life, but last life mo, bago ka mamatay, you need to do something that parang Robin Hood ka. Para makatulong ka, you need to do something might be bad. Tapos hindi ka nakapag-confess. Baliwala ba lahat ng life mo na ginawa as kabutihan na yon? You'll be forever in hell. So ayun lang yung personally naging question ko. Why I seek much more regarding life. Grade school ako nun, yung tanong ko. Huwag niyo ako tanongin kung bakit ko question ng bata ako. Pero naging tanong ko yun. I don't know rin kung bakit ayun yung tanong ko ng bata. So yeah, nasagot naman yun by the karma and reincarnation. Yan. We will know further. Don't worry. Tutuloy-tuloy natin yan. Nicole, may attendant po ako before na Bible study regarding meditation din. Using science explanation po. May sense nga po ba parang hindi tayo nawawala as energy at nagka-transfer lang siya in a different form? Well, in meditation actually, the scriptures is a science of self-realization because there's a process, there's a result. Hindi siya sentimental. Hindi siya based on opinion. I don't know regarding the Bible study. The Bible doesn't usually, sorry to say, dun sa mga nag-yoga, hindi ako nagsabi nun, maraming nag-preach ng Bible that they are against yoga. I don't know if kung nakasalubong mo na yun sa internet. They are against yoga, demoniac daw yung yoga. I don't know bakit di rin nila sinabi yun. So usually they don't talk about meditation and yoga. Pero in Krishna consciousness, in our courses, we're trying to find similarities dun sa mga practices. We're not trying to find yung mga mali. Different. There will be differences in details palagi. Pero the similarities palagi ng mga practices is to find and to reestablish love for God. Sa lahat ng practices, love of God is the common denominator. If one is just finding the wrong and medyo fault-finding. So, ayun nga, nagkataka lang ako dun sa atin na ni Nicole. Yeah, it might be yung sa Bible studies, much more open-minded. But recently, yung nagkukwento sa akin ng mga students sa yoga, mga yoga teachers even, they are bewildered kasi yung ibang leaders ng ibang grupo, they're seeing yoga as demonic daw. Yeah. Pag nakita niyo yung article na yun, send niyo sa akin. I want to read that. Bakit naman sinabi yun? Pero may mga yogi din nagsabi na nag-release na ng video na hindi talaga, because it will help you to find the peace and the love para sa Supreme. Even other practices nga. May nag-forward nun si Sophie yata yun. Yung life ni Jesus Christ and Krishna. Hindi ko napanood yun kasi alam ko hindi siya based on sa scriptures. Pero may mga book na missing link daw ni Jesus Christ. He went to India. Nag-practice siya ng meditation ng yoga. Kaya yung suot niya pang yoga. Kung natandaan nyo, kailan ba to? Yesterday. Di ba? Meron tayong mystic powers. Di ba? Lighter than the air, ganyan. Ginawa nga actually ni Jesus Christ sa miracles niya. Walk on water. Change yung water into wine. Diba? Rise from the dead. Lahat ng mystic powers yung ginawa ni Christ. Jesus Christ. Yan, Nicole, energy can never be destroyed. Law of physics. Kaya metaphysics is supportive of, yes, there are branches of science that is supportive sa spirituality. Ang dami ko nakausap ng mga scientists and philosophers. At the far end ng mga studies nila, they will think, ito na end, ito na yung atom, ito na yung table of elements. Or they will think, sino yung gumawa na itong atom na to? Sino yung gumawa ng mga elements na to? Sino yung nag-source ng energy na to? Sila yung mas matalino. They could go beyond. Kasi alam nila the mind is very limited. Ang ganda yung sabi ni Adam dito. Supportive reincarnation. Ang daming studies na gagawa na to. Medyo mind-blowing yung atin ng philosophy. If animals hear the Mahamantra, do they incarnate as human? Yeah, they have the benefit. They will receive benefit if they receive the mantra. Interesting question. Yes, that's very true. Even the other living entities, because this is the spiritual vibration. Even wala silang tenga like the trees. So yung mga plantita dyan, si Emma, may halaman ba yun nasa likod niya? Yan, yung iba. So, like, it's emitting the energy, and even those not humans, they will receive those energy. Kaya we chant it. Sometimes we chant loud. Si Arjuna, ang layo ko na pala. Arjuna and Krishna, yes. Sila yung mag-cousin. Yung, tingnan natin na. I'll show you yung bigger na family tree. Yung mom ni Krishna, kapatid ay, si Kunti kapatid yung yung tatay ni Krishna. That is, bakit sila cousins? I'll show you family tree ni Srimad Bhagavatam. Ito. So, dito ko kinuha yung family tree kanina sa Mahabharat. Share screen ko sa inyo. Okay pa kayo? Diyan pa kayo Sa question and answer kasi dumadami yung kwentuhan. So, yan. Ang laki, di ba? Nakikita niyo ba yung arrow nung mouse ko? Ito si Santano. Ito yung diniscuss natin kanina. Yan. So, andito si Krishna. Lord Krishna to. Vasudev. Ito yung tatay niya. Ang asawa niya, ang tatay niya, kapatid si Kunti. Husband of Pandu. Ito si Pandu. So, kaya sila magpinsan. So, that answers the question. Yan. Sige, bilis ako. Ang dami palang dumating nun. Napakwento si Prabhupada. Yes. Pag di niyo ako pinigilan, talaga kukwento ko kayo. Next class ko pa 11. Yeah, ask forgiveness and you shall be saved. Yes. You can ask for forgiveness. Sabi nga ni Carl, ayun yung sa question ko sa buhay. Tama ba? But of course, hindi ka pwedeng, di ba, nakawan mo na nakawan yung kapitbahay mo. Ay, sorry. Forgive me. Tapos na. Payag ka ganun lang. Kaya, sige, ganito. May boyfriend kang um, hindi faithful. Payag ka, magkasorry lang siya sa'yo. That's law of nature. Kung ano ibigay mo, mababawasan pag na-forgive ka, for sure. Ganun na yon. Diba? May karma yon. Karma yon. Meron siyang reaction. Lahat ng gagawin natin. Is it true po yung moles and birthmarks are marks from previous lives po? Parang scars kung nangyari before life mo. There are studies, scientific, I'm talking about scientific, there are studies na may ganun daw. In the scriptures, may mga reason palagi. Ganun. Birthmarks, yung iba, pinanganak na walang kamay. Grabe yung karma nila previous life nun. That's the reason bakit papanganak ka sa may hirap. Sobrang hirap talagang gapang na gapang ka kahit anong gawin mo. May grabing karmang ginawa. Diba? May karma rin na kahit wala kang gawin, dating yung mga fortune sa'yo. Because of that. Even those yung mga disabilities. Diba? Yeah. Yung iba mo sa birthmarks daw. Yung iba ganun yung reason. Yung iba malaki yung balat. They died daw from fire, ganun. Yung iba nagsasabi na ito, yung mga astrologers. They compute their birth chart, the stars, Doon nang galing yung astrology. Doon nang galing yung mga, yung sa Chinese. Yung mga, yung Capricorn, Aries, mga ganon. I forgot. Zodiac signs. Tapos yung mga palm reading galing sa astrology ninyo. Nasa scriptures, Vedic astrology. Same. Stubborn child. I'm still trying to seek the truth. Nakakalito po kasi ang daming tanong and life offers a lot of answers. Pero hindi mo alam kung ano. Sige, while we are searching for it in this course, send mo sa akin, Carla, yung mga greatest questions. Kayo rin, Chris. Greatest questions in life. Gusto ko matuto rin from you. And as we study this yoga philosophy and meditation from the scriptures and sa mga teachers natin, let me know pag mga nasagot na yung mga questions in life ninyo. Gusto ko marinig. So, okay. Some priests are also against doing yoga. Yeah, some priests. And sadly. Pero may friend ako priest nag-yoga siya. Sa ibang bansa, yeah, normal. Some are just too much, how can I say, partial. Because ito kami, dapat lahat ng hindi kami, demon. Lahat ng hindi namin katulad, masama. Lahat ng hindi parehas ko mag-isip, crazy. So, everyone is unique. So, ang hirap din mag-judge, lalo na kung di mo naman naaral yung meron sa kanila. You cannot judge a person, pero may pinagdadaanan pala siya, kaya siya ganun. Diba? Parang ang hirap nun, mahirap yun. I'm sad to hear yung mga ganitong mga bagay. Yan, send. So, GC proposal. Yeah. Isa ni. Kasi po, clear yung mind and basis yung yoga po. Sa Bible po, idle mind is a devil's work. Devil's playground. Yeah, that's true. Idle mind is devil's workshop. That's why, hindi tayo impersonalist. Kasi idle mind lang yon. We're trying to engage sa mantras. Tayo mga personalist. So, may mga commonality nga. You just have to find the similarities that connect. Yeah, I have found my resonance with Jesus, to be honest, but Krishna consciousness is making so much sense. Same. Out na po ako, Teacher Sophia. Thank you very much. You don't have 25 pa rin yan. Don't be obliged or pressured na you have to stay. Pero maraming syempre kakaibang kwentuhan. Question and answer. Mamaya may talent portion naman after ng question. Krishna, Kristo, what's the difference? They're both, actually sa lahat. So, pag namatay plant ko, pwedeng ma-reincarnate siya. Yeah, depende kung anong next life niya, anong nakapila sa karma niya. Pwede siya mag-evolve mga insects, tapos hayop naman, di ba? Depende sa karma niya nung last life niya. Maraming mga nasa law yun na mano samhita, nasa scriptures. Pag ginawa mo to, ito yung kapalit na to. Karma mo. So law of nature is very equal, very fair. Paalam po ulit. Paalam ulit. Ingat. Tapos forgive. Ang dami. 59 messages. Yeah, yung hindi ko pa nababasa yan. Sometimes the perfect answer give birth to the greatest question. Si Arjuna will have a lot of questions. Yan, nagsagot na yung question if Krishna is related sa Hinduism. Discuss natin to Lu, yung relationship ng Krishna consciousness and Hinduism. Actually, ayan. Ay, tapos na. Yan. Tara out, walang talent portion. Walang talent. Gown na lang, Magagaw na lang. Yung Hinduism is just a term. Wala siya sa scriptures. Yung mga sumasakop sa India before, hindi nila malaman yung practice sa India. Recently na to. Tapos may mga tao nakatira malapit sa Sindhu River and they call them mga Sindhus. And tumagal Hindu. Naging Hinduism na. Kasi hindi naman may Krishna conscious, may nag-worship ka Shiva, may nag-yoga. Kinoy na lang nila yung Hinduism. Totally wala talaga yan sa scriptures. Wala talagang pag Hindu ka, ito ka. Parang tinawag na lang. Yan. Kapag nag-meditate ako, meron na nalabas na spirit sa katawan ko. Normal lang ba yun? Anong klaseng spirit yung lumalabas sa'yo? Yung spirit mo, ikaw mismo, lumalabas sa katawan mo. Yeah. Or may ibang spirit na lumalabas sa'yo. So, yes. I don't know. Depende sa na-experience mo. Pero, if you're experiencing that, still, continue to finish your rounds. Sino yung nagka-chant dito ng 1 round a day pa rin? Let me see. Or baka 2 rounds na. Ay, wala. Meron pala. Sila JP yan. We'll try 2, yes. You can try 2. You can increase it. Pero, depende sa vow mo kung minimum 1 ka pa rin. Stay with the 1 na hindi bababa. Pero you can increase. Basta wag ka bababa doon. Si Carla, nagka-chant ka ba 1 round a day? Yes. Continue that. Continue that. Even may makitang spirit or kung ano man, continue to chant. It might be just cleansing ng dust sa room natin. Unwanted baggages. Yan, tama si Sir Jake. Dapat pag nagdagdag ka ng vow mo na minimum, no turning back. Pero, pwede ka mag-chant more. Pero we have the minimum. Ikaw makakalam nun. Or, let me know. Sabi nga, you have to reveal your mind sa teachers. Para you could help. Para matulungan. Parang si Arjuna is revealing his mind kay Krishna. So, thank you very much. I'm looking forward sa mga questions ninyo more. Sabi JP, don't forget the rotation daw, the twisting. And I'm looking forward sa mga assignments ninyo and revealing your mind. Again, please forgive me, hindi ako mabilis mag-reply. Saka naka-voice message ako palagi. Kasi mabagal ako mag-type sa text. Pero yeah, yung ibang questions general, I am answering them sa classes kasi yung mga magagandang questions, maraming nag-benefit for that. So maraming salamat. JP, Len, Adam, Carmi, Diana, RA, Milka, Sir J, Carla, si RJ, si Emma, si 11 Ryan, si Pamela, Nicole, regards kay Lauren, yan, si John, Sofia, Erin, JM, Tonette, Dr. Ron, Navadip Chandra, Kaiser Prabhu, Marisa, and McCoy Prabhu. Stay safe and be the best yogi according sa scriptures and the mga inaaral natin by our actions and our kindness. Hare Krishna, everyone. So, chat tayo and chant palagi. High five.